What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Target exclusive Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. Let's see what we got going on as far as differences are concerned. See what's in the package. Let's check it out.
Now tuning into the encountered culture.
Counterculture's in your face. Trying to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be drinking with my friends. When we go out, you never see us again.
As promised, today we are looking at the Amazing Spider-Man from Amazing Fantasy. How amazing? Let's see what's going on. Taking a look at the packaging. Of course, we're on the retro card. They went back to this style of Spider-Man retro cards, which is cool. I like to, continue that, get a few more of those in the collection. I got no issues with the card choice there. Dig it. Of course, you got the little pow, bang, boom, web wings down at the bottom. He's stacked with accessories, and by that I mean he comes with everything he did 6 months ago when you got him the first time around. Flip it to the back. There you go. There's your little blurb. In Spider-Man's first ever adventure, tragedy teaches a young Peter Parker that with great power comes great responsibility. We know it. We've heard it. We love it. All right, let's get him out of the box. Amazing Fantasy, Spider-Man Round 2. I guess that's what we're going to go with for this one. Okay, so I said in the Moon Knight video, I honestly I don't really have any problem with re-releases, things of that nature, because it does allow new collectors to come in and get figures that they have otherwise been unable to find, buy due to, cost prohibition, lack of availability, whatever, a multitude of reasons. But usually Hasbro at least puts a few years, if not a decade, in between, right? Typically, it's not like 6 months away from each other. I'm exaggerating a little bit. It's maybe been a little bit more than 6 months since the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man came out in the windowless package, but it hasn't been that long at all. It's at least in this year, right? So it's pretty questionable to me why this is even a figure, or why they didn't just do this the first time, right? I guess I'm not questioning why this is a figure. I'm more so questioning why it just wasn't done this way the first time. This was the correct answer. This was how it should have been done from the get-go. The previous rendition of Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man that we got was not, the way it should have been done. It was in the windowless package. It didn't have the spider painted correctly on the back. So it's super questionable decision in my assumption here, but just a mini rant on that. So I'm sure there are lots of opinions out there about that specifically. I do find it fairly questionable in that regard. But let's move on from that. Let's take a look at this figure. Obviously, the only difference is going to be the spider on the back of the figure. I will have both of them in a side-by-side comparison later on in the video, so if you do want to check that out, please stay tuned. Let's take a closer look at Spidey. All right, so I'll just do a quick rundown of articulation because, like I said, we literally just got this figure this year, so not any different as far as that's concerned. So there's everything you got. Pinless, double jointed, of course. So we do love that. Butterfly joints at the top. Head goes down pretty much all the way. It'll look up pretty far, right? So you can go all the way around with that head. Come down. You do have nice swivel in the abdomen there. So something that, you really love to see for a Spider-Man figure. And then you have the ab crunch down there. Gives you a little bit of a click. You can go down about that far with that. And you can come back as much as that. All right, so there you go. You do get a great range of motion, at least in the upper half here. So certainly enjoy that. You do get your leg out about that far. He'll kick out pretty high, right? You can go up pretty high. Back about that far, leg will come up pretty much all the way. Double jointed, pinless down at the knee, of course. Upper thigh swivel as you should have. Definitely, mine has some. I'm seeing this a lot with the last few figures that I've got. I haven't really seen a lot of that in figures that I've purchased, but definitely like looking at the last few videos I've put out, I feel like I've pointed out similar, QC issues in these figures, but I'm not going to sit here and talk about QC issues, right? It's a $25 Marvel line. It's not Mafex, Mezco, etc. So I take it for what it is, All right, so there you go, down at the ankle. All right, so there you go. So there is your articulation. Nice and quick overview there. Let's take a look at both of these Spideys back to back. Here we can take a look at both of these back to back. Again, the only time you're going to notice a difference is when you see the back of this figure. That's where you'll see the spider emblems are different. Red on the previous release, blue as it should be on the most recent release. Otherwise, exactly the same figure down to the paint, the eyes, everything is exactly the same. But just so you get an idea, there are your backs so you can see exactly what you're getting this go round. There is your brand new Target exclusive Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man on the retro card. I guess for those of you who missed out on the previous release or aren't waiting for your pre-order from certain sites to ever deliver, whatever the case may be, you have this option now. This is probably the preferred one, I would say, for a lot of collectors for many reasons, right? So it does have the spider painted blue on the back. It's on a retro card, which I think is significantly better than the packaging the other one came in. So there's definitely some pluses to this version of the figure. Personally, I think it was way too soon relative to the prior release, but that one did sell out. It's still available some places. It's on back order other places, but it is definitely sold out in some others. So for that reason, it's good in that regard. For those of you who are mint on card collectors, I'm assuming this is more ideal for you anyway, being that it is on card here. So it's definitely one of those take or leave situations. If you're looking for it, great, grand, you got an option. You're now back in the market. Head to Target, get yourself one of these, good to go. If you're one of those people who are like, damn it, Hasbro, you just released this, why are we going down this road again? Hey, skip it, all good, we move on. But it's just personally, it didn't need to be released. I now find myself, though, in a predicament where I'm like, which one do I keep? I probably keep the Target one, right, because it does have the more accurate paint app on there. But so just a slight collector's conundrum, right? But all good in that regard. Either way, appreciate you hanging out, checking out the video, taking it down this far. Hopefully you got something out of it. Hopefully this helps you make some sort of decision. If not, you can let me know that too. All good. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe below. Of course, if you are on Instagram or you are on whatnot, feel free to head over there and check that out as well. But until next time, take it easy.
I'm being erased, I'm being replaced. Counterculture's in your face. It's fun to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be drinking with my friends. When we go out, you never see us again.